So there's just some things you can't understand. And so it's weird because when you go to share like something on YouTube or like say through Messenger, it seems that like a lot of the first ones to come up are ones that like you've like recently texted or have had some sort of interaction with your phone. And I noticed this when I left the nefarious job before this last nefarious job, and it was like certain people in my phone, even though I wasn't messaging them or texting them, they were like coming up in they were coming up as like a, preferred sort of a number, or like often communicated with number. And so I even spoke with this with a young person, a millennial, just to see if I was like right about what I was like concluding here. And I don't know why. Oh, okay, so just to prove this point though, the photo, the photo, so this kind of actually shows my recent text messages. And yeah, although I did, recently text my casting file, and I haven't blocked them, kind of hoping to hear back from someone there. They're not blocked. However, Mike, and his name's Suzuska or something, actually, he is somebody I blocked. I blocked in everybody from that former job in that former place. And then this also was somebody from that place that I haven't texted. I haven't texted these guys for a month. Yet they're coming up with like preference when I go to share something. And although I've texted to other people more frequently since then, so it's kind of odd. And then there's something else I needed to. Well, here's my, my hacks. That was from yesterday. So I mean, it's still happening. But I need to really put like a. Hang on. I have. I put. Oh, dang it. Where'd they go? I took a series of photos here. If I can find them. Okay. Here we go. So this one is showing up quite a lot on my other device. It keeps coming up. There he is there. Oh, and this is some photos of how they got the same exact car that I bought the day after at this dealership. Well, there's the post office. The night before I left, somebody that was out of town. That has to do with the crazy family that, one of them was staying in the room next to me. He was pulled up, even though he was supposed to be out of town. He was pulled up in the middle of the night, and then the police were there with their lights on. And then all of a sudden my mail was being forwarded. But yeah, no, it's weird. These people did try to take me out and stole $2,000 from me, and I still need to go turn in the precipice to get that back. I hate doing that when I'm in the same town as them, because they're just thugs that'll stop at nothing, to cash in on someone's life. That's the Wispwind or whatever that set up stuff across the street. Spectrum stalking me. But yeah, I guess there was another one. Yep. So it was really weird too, because oftentimes my phone wouldn't work in Three Forks. But that's the association of all these people right here. They're all connected to the secret society, and they're clowns. And yeah, there you go. And that was the bear that was doused with some sort of a fluid and started on fire while I was downstairs at work, which of course they tried to blame it on me. And it was weird because, like, clean your mess up, look at my weapons. Psychopaths, total psychopaths. And I don't even have a safe way to get there and get my stuff, but I do. And they just want to know when I'm coming, because there's something being set up as they're expecting me to come get my stuff. And it's sad when, the police won't help you when you quite literally had shots. So it was weird. So the 2 nights before I left, I was upstairs singing, and I put this on another video. I was upstairs singing, and there were actual gunshots that came from a field. And then And then it was weird because after they couldn't take me out there, they tried to like pin something on me. They tried to like blame this whole fiasco on me when I was upstairs, and somebody had pulled out downstairs and supposedly spit gravel up against the bar window. And I'm being blamed for all of this weird fiasco-ness going on, even though I wasn't even downstairs, you know. It just goes to show what a bunch of desperate thugs they are. But they're obviously desperate now because I can tell by what I, first showed you in this phone that they're hacking my stuff. He had weird electronic stuff going on and wouldn't even sleep in his room, and jammers, and they were hacking. And yeah, then I had to bring in his electrical buddies the day after and just made sure that I knew that, it had nothing to do with him, because I was being surveilled and recorded in my room. Whether it was just audio or whether it was audio or video, I don't know. I wouldn't doubt if it was both. The guy's a total creep. But yeah, no, like it was weird because like anytime I would like say something to my friend, for example, like when I said, and it came out in a reading how they won't look in your eyes, and they wouldn't. Neither of these cooks would look in at my eyes. They wouldn't look into my eyes. But when the whole thing went down at the end, he made sure to look in my eyes all of a sudden. Although there was nothing behind those eyes, it was a very darkness behind those eyes, and criminality, I guess when you're a misogynist, I mean, these people are psychopaths. They're in small towns and they think they can just do whatever they want and get away with whatever they want because they're in a small town and perhaps have somebody on the force there that is not in the upright, and so anyways, I did see somebody. So the night after they failed at killing me and then setting me up, the next night I woke up to a death hex spell, and I had to leave suddenly. I couldn't be in the place. Even the animals were, even the cat that never left the house was running out of there at that time. And there was something weird about it, is that the sister of that cook would wake up and stay the night there in his room with him. And I woke up to a cat being raped also in that room. But she would wear like super short shorts, almost like, she was for sale or something. The whole family was like crazy and psychotic, and you can tell because they all give you like really, really dirty looks. You can tell when people are pretending, and you can like watch. I had a bird's eye view from where I was. I could see what was in the back of all the trucks there, and there's certain things I know about that place and certain places over there that I know about, but supposedly somebody that's doing search and rescue doesn't want to know about this stuff. So anyways, when I did have to leave because of the death hex spell, and I could say the date, and maybe I will in a different video, the date and the description of the kid that was killed there that night. And yeah, I'm sorry to his family if his case isn't going to be solved because these cops and detectives don't want to take an interest in solving murders. But yeah, no, a 23-year-old kid, and he was probably about, 23-ish. If I could guess his age, would be 23. He was about 5'7" in height. He was medium build, although a little bit on the stockier side, and he had a backpack. He had, friendly, warm, soft features, rounded features, but hair that was just below his shoulder. It was like blonde, not super light blonde, but like a dusty blonde. And I could tell you exactly how he died and where he died and on what night he died. If anyone cared, it's so sad that like male egos and the deformation of an innocent person get in the way of us actually solving people's murder cases and finding other evidence behind people that are trafficking. So I'm sorry if that murder is unsolved. I tried. I tried, parent of that 23-year-old kid. I tried.